So, ladies and gentlemen, the European strategy based on smart specialization is really important to support competitiveness through strong interregional collaboration. The cosmetic industry represents a strategic reality in Europe, both in terms of revenue generating and job creation, as well as for its connection with the R&D sector. The creation of the S3 platform, Go for Cosmetics, is an effective and strategic way to support the competitiveness of the sector by fostering interregional cooperation with the final objective of upscaling the European cosmetic ecosystem and to maintain a worldwide place. We must be able to position each actor on the same European value chain from research to marketing and production. To do this, we must facilitate the setting up of projects and access to European funding, such as Horizon Europe. This platform is also a privileged tool to obtain financing for the new interregional innovation investment chain. We are all aware of the threat to European business, especially after pandemic phases we are experiencing. Some threats are cyclical, but others are really structural. And the three priorities of GoCat for Cosmetic will bring a real European added value. In order to create new solutions and business models, we need to focus on digital transition, green transition, and citizen awareness. Digital transition to make the cosmetic industry stronger and more agile in the framework of the existing opportunity at the European level, such as the Digital Europe strategy. Green transition to support more circularity in processes, waste management, and adapting the ecosystem to the objective of the European Green Deal and the recovery plan. And the citizen awareness to promote the territorial assets and the cosmetic industry attractiveness by making citizens aware of the cosmetic industry expertise and know-how, along with the development of a true well-being tourism. For the region Centre-Val de Loire, first region in France for cosmetic and perfume production, this platform is really important for its 158 companies and for 10,800 employees who are working for, but also for the development of tourism. We are a region of culture and nature. We want everybody to know les châteaux de la Loire and to know la Loire à vélo, but also to know the know-how and the quality of our cosmetic products and perfumes. With Cosmetic Valley and develop the regional economic agents for development, we act together for innovation, attractiveness, and research. I want to take as an example the creation of a totem site, the International House of Cosmetic from Cosmetic Valley, or the work with the IMT group for cutting-edge training adapted to the need of companies, and also the Cosmetoscience research program. That is why we are ready for interregional cooperation between the different regional cosmetic ecosystems, ready for exchanges of experiences, method, and the sharing of the latest advance in scientific research. I want to thank Cosmetic Valley, the Lombardy region, and its cosmetic cluster. Together, we were able to drive this dynamic that is now leading to the creation of this platform. But I also want to thank other regions that have understood this objective and challenge: Catalonia in Spain, Sardinia in Italy, Centro in Portugal, Olomouc in Czech Republic, and Northwest in Romania. Together, we will do a great job for the good of our citizens, for our business and for our planet. Thank you.
Fabrizio Salla.
Mesdames et messieurs, je suis très heureux d'être ici avec vous aujourd'hui. Et merci à Monsieur le Président François Bonneau et Madame la Vice-Présidente Anne Besnier et Monsieur Jamet, Monsieur Christophe Masson, pour avoir organisé cette importante réunion dans le cadre des cosmétiques 360. I switch to English now. And I would like to briefly explain why it is very important for Lombardy region to be here with you today. In the past month, we have worked together with our friends from the Centre Val de Loire region and the Cosmetic Valley to define and develop a strategy interregional collaboration in the field of cosmetics. Indeed, cosmetics represents an important economic sector for both our regions. Just to give a brief overview, as I will leave Mr. Ancorotti and Mr. Moretti to talk about it in more details, the cosmetics ecosystem in Lombardy reflects a relevant component of the entire national industry, with over 1/3 of the Italian value chain and half of the companies associated in Cosmetica Italia, the voice of national cosmetic industry for over 50 years. There is also a vibrant presence of several stakeholders feeding its ecosystem, along with important companies and active development agencies such as Reindustria Innovazione, a technological pole on cosmetics based in Crema, outstanding universities such as Politecnico Milano, and other actors. The sector has great potential to grow further and consolidate its competitiveness on the interregional context. Also, taking into consideration the challenges connected to the digital and green transition. Interregional cooperation plays a crucial role in this regard, as it allows regional stakeholders at different levels to exchange relevant information and best practices, connect capacities and resources, define and implement together common projects. For this reason, we have welcomed the invitation received nearly 1 year ago by the Centre Val de Loire region to join effort towards the creation of an interregional partnership on cosmetics, starting from the common priorities of our smart specialization strategy. During this year, we have worked closely on the setting up of this S3 partnership, which has also attracted other European regions, being able to submit the whole proposal to the European Commission, which has then approved our project with great enthusiasm. The Memorandum of Understanding, which will be signing today, highlights the collaboration path we have been able to run until now, but it also opens officially the doors to concrete activities we need to start for the implementation of this cooperation framework. In this context, I am happy to underline that Lombardy region will ensure its engagement and commitment for the implementation of this interregional collaboration. First of all, by aligning our new smart specialization strategy we have recently adopted, and by taking into consideration other relevant programming documents, in premise, the 3 years strategic program for research, innovation, and technology transfer. The promotion of digital transition and sustainable development represent the 2 main lines of action of Lombardy region in the coming years. Our intervention logic takes naturally into account the concern emerged during the COVID-19 crisis, and it's characterized by having the citizen and their needs and its core. In this human-centric approach, the citizen is not only the end user of a product or service, but above all, he is considered a co-designer of policy decision or co-creator of R&I solution. In line with this approach, we have developed a new methodology to understand territorial dynamics and regional developments by introducing the concept of innovation ecosystem, which included a different set of competencies and actors active in a specific sector, and which contribute to satisfy the needs of the citizen and the creation of innovative capacity. It comes without saying that we'll devote a specific attention to the cosmetic sector within the innovation ecosystem of advanced manufacturing and sustainability. The objective is to foster the growth of the sector by supporting the development of innovative and sustainable solutions, especially concerning the digital and green transition. As I said before, along with our S3 strategy, we have also finalized our regional 3 years strategic program for research, innovation, and technology transfer, which will mobilize during the period 2021-23 over €1.5 billion under regional, national, and EU resources. The final aim is to sustain the implementation of around 70 strategy interventions in the field of knowledge dissemination, technology transfer, use ICT solutions and sustainable processes, and the development of innovative infrastructures. In addition, our ERDF program 21-27, which will be approved very soon, will devote a strategic attention to fostering smart development in our region, empowering the existing R&I potential and successful initiative already promoted. To conclude, this is the strategy framework bring along for development of the S3 partnership Go for Cosmetics, together with the active participation of our outstanding stakeholders such as Reindustria Innovazione, Cosmetica Italia, Polo Tecnologico della Cosmesi, Politecnico of Milano, as well as other relevant actors. And I'm proud to say that we are not starting from the scratch. In the last year, we have consolidated a strong collaboration among our cluster and stakeholders, which has turned to be very positive in supporting the competitiveness of our cosmetic sector. Now, the challenge is to accompany the growth and modernization of the industry with an approach driven by research and innovation to identify new innovative solutions and business models. And I am deeply sure that our efforts to support our interregional collaboration in this field will play an important role in boosting the competitiveness of the sector and its relevance in the international markets. Thank you for your attention. Merci de votre attention.
Christophe Masson.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear partners, just a few words to remind you that maybe you know that Cosmetic Valley was probably the first cluster created in the world more than 25 years ago. And international development has always been for us a key of our strategy. International development for SMEs, of course, exportation, but also international to consolidate and promote the values of Fabriqué en France. And around a collective brand we name Cosmetic Valley France. And what we want also is to support the development of cosmetic clusters around the world. In a global context, you know, where competition has been intensified, Cosmetic Valley has focused in recent months on the opportunities that Europe represents for our companies. First, a market opportunity, because Europe is still today the leading consumer market for cosmetic products, with about 80 billion euro for 500 million consumers. Secondly, it's an opportunity for industrial synergies between us. Maybe you know that in Europe there are about 2 million jobs working for cosmetic, and we include in Europe more than 30,000 scientists working for the cosmetic industry. And above all, I do think that the opportunity for us is an opportunity of differentiation at the international level. Our countries share common values. Our countries share common regulations. Our countries share a vision of the future. And for all these reasons, I do think that developing a European strategy will allow our industry to continue and accelerate its dynamic of conquering international markets. Structuring and affirming the Europe of cosmetic opens up an opportunity for the promotion of the know-how of our companies, for the promotion of our countries, for the highlighting of our regions. As I said, Cosmetic Valley has made of Europe a strategic axis of development for SMEs through innovation. Of course, we have many programs in the framework of Horizon Europe program framework. Two of them are presented here today, agri-waste value and InnoSales on Cosmetics 360. We do believe also in interclustering, and this is why we have created here in Carousel du Louvre 5 years ago the Global Cosmetic Cluster, an association of clusters that work together at the international level, but also at the European level. We were last week with our friend from Spain, Romania, Turkey, Italy, Portugal, in Emirates with 22 companies, and to help them to make business at the European scale. Today, we announce with our Italian partners and friends an interregional dynamic for cosmetics with the creation of Go for Cosmetics. This new program marks a significant step forward the recognition of our sector on a European scale. Go for Cosmetics will focus on 3 priorities. You said, ecological transition, digitalization of the sector, and also information to the citizen. The international dynamic initiated today will enhance the links between regional clusters. Of course, we have already 6 regional clusters in the place, but what we want is, of course, to open this network. We start today, we are 6 regions, 6 clusters, but I hope next year we will be more regions, more clusters to develop collaboration in Europe. Of course, our actions will be carried out in line with national federation, like Fédération de la Beauté, like Cosmetica Italia. And just to conclude, I want to say that we are really glad to start this ambitious this ambitious strategy with our friends from Polo della Cosmesi and Cosmetica Italia. So thank you.
Renato Ancorotti.
Bonjour, laissez-moi dire que je suis très heureux d'être ici. En plus, parce que c'est la première fois que je viens à Paris après le Covid, et je trouve toujours cette ville fabuleuse. Je veux dire que c'est franchement les rêves de tous les Italiens de quand ils sont petits de venir à Paris. Alors, dans cette ville fabuleuse, je me retrouve un peu parce que ça fait longtemps que je ne viens pas. Merci. It's a great honor to be here with you and speak on behalf of Cosmetica Italia, the Italian Personal Care Association. Since 1967, Cosmetica Italia has been the voice of the Italian beauty industry. And today we represent more than 600 companies, including multinational companies, distribution cosmetic enterprises, and also packaging, raw material, and machinery companies. We are proud to say that our industry is an excellence to be told and to celebrate in particular for its valuable contribution to economy and employment. And not only for that, let me share with you some numbers that describe better the Italian beauty and personal care industry. A turnover of 10.6 billion in 2020, that will be around 11.7 billion on the end of this year, with a growth of about 10%. An economic system of the entire cosmetic supply chain value, the value is 33 billion euros. A trade balance of 2.3 billion. Cosmetic and personal care products manufactured in Italy are exported and purchased all over the world and are appreciated for their quality, creativity, and innovation. We are pleased to say that Italy holds an important record. 67% of the makeup consumed in Europe is produced by Italian companies. 55% of the makeup consumed all over the world is Italian. Cosmetica Italia has been working hard for over 50 years to promote the excellence of the made in Italy cosmetic products. The success is the result of a great work of research and development. In fact, our country cosmetics company invest around 6% of their turnover on product and technology innovation, compared to a national average about 3%. 55 of the 600 Italian cosmetic companies are located in Lombardy. That's why today we are here with the authorities of Lombardy region to synergies with our partners such as Val de la Loire that share some high quality standards. I would like to thank you for the organization and for inviting me, and also thank you all for being here. Thank you so much, and see you soon.
Matteo Moretti.
Bien, merci pour votre attention et pour être ici aujourd'hui. C'est une journée très importante pour la cosmétique européenne. Je vais switch in English now. Hello everyone, I'm delighted to be here today at this important signing on behalf of Polo Cosmesi, and I'd like to thank you, the Loire Valley Regional Council and Lombardy Regional Council, for this wonderful opportunity, and of course, thanks all of our host, Cosmetic Valley, who are one of the most important long-standing partners with us. As it happened, the road of that has brought us to this project is actually the result of a journey shared with them. Our friendship and collaboration have seen many milestones, but one of that particularly deserving of mention is the joint Global Cosmetic Cluster Europe project. This is a project involving other leading European clusters, and this afternoon, here at Carousel du Louvre, it will be holding its annual meeting as part of Cosmetics 360 show. This is an ambitious initiative aim at providing small and medium enterprises in the cosmetic industries with tangible support as they tackle the process of internationalization and venture into overseas markets. An experience that has allowed us to really get to know each other and gain a mutual appreciation, realizing once more the collaboration in both a goal to be pursued and the tools to be used to achieve common goals with a positive knock-on effect on business in a cosmetic industry. From Cosmetic Valley, we have gained expertise along with a cluster model we can take as an example to at last bring to fruition the Italian Cosmetic Technological Cluster, centered on our local community at the cosmetic stronghold in which the leading business in the made in Italy supply chain flourish. I'd like to take this opportunity and take advantage of the fact that the Lombardy Regional Council is in attendance to once again stress that the time is ripe to get this project off ground. A project that Polo has always believed in putting into practice the principles and policies that are driving forces behind this type of cluster. The hope is that today event might add a momentum to the drive in this direction. The various stakeholders are all on board. The time has to come action. The signing of today of the Memorandum of Understanding and launch of Go for Cosmetics mark a watershed, a starting point for a new undertaking in which we are called on to play our part, putting actionable projects on the table that will have direct knock-on effect on business and bringing them before the European Union, which has never been more interested in us, having grasped the potential of the cosmetic system, a strong and healthy system able to withstand even the knock the pandemic has delivered. Polo della Cosmesi is ready and eager to be part of it, to help in whatever way we can. Once again, do our bit. Let's keep going the road we have mapped out on the right one. All that's left is for me to wish everyone all the best for a successful conference, and thank you.
Thank you. So as I already said, to strengthen the European interregional cooperation on the urban cosmetic value chain, the two leading regions will sign a Memorandum of Understanding showing their strong commitment in the framework of the European project Go for Cosmetics.